This story begins on a battlefield where a man named Musashi is surrounded by soldiers and attacked, but he is firm and defends himself. He fought with all the warriors very brutally and was skilled for the battlefield. Another batch of soldiers attacked, and he was still resistant. Again, he got attacked but fought and was still fighting. He was a bit tired but won the fight and everyone was on the ground. Now he said that as he had completed the task so he could borrow the thing for 33 days, the chief told Kaizen and they were there. The chief started praying and Kaizen and Musashi were waiting outside. The chief came back and was weak, so Kaizen grabbed him, and Musashi took the box and was happy. The chief told him that he had to be within the time limit and said that Kaizen would accompany him for 33 days. Kaizen was surprised, but he had to agree. Now when Musashi was about to leave, the chief asked him about his intentions and he said he would hunt demons. Now Musashi took Kaizen with him to his fellows, who were waiting for him, and on asking Kaizen to introduce himself, their leader told Saihei to tell why they were on this journey. Now they started moving and Saihei was telling Kaizen about Lemon, who was missing, but he had bad intentions and also brainwashed some of the villagers and was creating a mess, so they were here to deal with that, and Musashi was also with them. Kaizen didn't know that Musashi was popular because he had spent most of his time in the temple walls. But Kaizen told him about the skills of Musashi, and Goromaru also joined him and started praising Musashi's swordsmanship. Kaizen was interestingly listening and questioning them. Goromaru also told him about Gensai, one of the companions who was skilled and had worked with Lemon. Saihei also asked Kaizen about the box and what was inside, but Kaizen told him that he also didn't know about it because it was closed before his birth. He had only heard the stories about it. On the other side, Gensai was in a weird condition and also attacked Musashi, but Musashi told him that he was behaving weirdly. Now they again started the journey, and after some time Matsuki, their head, told them to rest. Saihei started applying ointment on Goromaru's swelled feet and one of them started playing with cards and Gensai was sitting silently. Now Musashi went to Matsuki and asked about Gensai and Matsuki started telling him that Gensai was a very powerful and skilled person. Matsuki was only praising Gensai's skills but wasn't saying anything special, and they also talked about the day when the spy was sent back with all the limbs separated but was alive. Matsuki also talked nonsense a little bit, but Musashi bared it and Matsuki left. Now they again started the journey, and at night Matsuki told them that tomorrow they would be there, so they had to rest. At night Matsuki was cheering his companions for tomorrow and Musashi said he wanted to clear a thing before tomorrow. He said that there were 3 traitors in this group, and everyone was silent for a minute, but they did not agree with his point of view and Goromaru even opposed it. But Musashi pointed out to Matsuki. Goromaru still didn't agree, and on Musashi's asking when Matsuki showed his arm there was a sign the same as on the spy's body. Matsuki stood up and accepted that he was the traitor. He told them that Lemon was about to make a new world, and everyone was shocked. He asked for a battle with Musashi. Matsuki was out of his senses. Everyone was surprised to hear his words. Because he was defending Lemon, he took out his sword and tried to attack, and Musashi killed Matsuki in one blow. Now he took a fired stick and threw it on Gensai, but he grabbed it with his tongue because he was the second traitor, so he threw it back on Musashi and started talking with Musashi. But he wasn't Gensai, he was Lemon who was using Gensai's tongue and body. Now he started fighting and Gensai got injured, but Lemon told him that he would heal him, and now Gensai started torturing Musashi. Musashi was weak and Kaizen told others to distract Gensai. Kaizen opened the box and gave the gauntlet to Musashi, and he started attacking Gensai. After a great fight, Musashi was able to kill Gensai and he tore his body in parts. Musashi suddenly took off the gauntlet because it was powerful, and now he said to everyone that they would spend the night here and who wanted to leave could leave but have time till the morning, and slept there. The next morning everyone was there, and he was a bit surprised by Saihei's asking. Musashi told them that there were only 2 traitors, and he tricked them to get a good sleep. When Kaizen had gotten the gauntlet he went to a different place, where a weird face told him that their spirits would help him in killing Lemon because they were holy spirits, and started converting into the gauntlet. Now they were standing and talking that after the woods they'd go to the village and would meet with Lemon, but the problem was that Musashi was afraid of the bridge. Now they started moving, and when they reached the village there was no one. They tried to smell, but Hikuro also didn't feel anything. Musashi stepped forward and said that there were only the signs of a fight. Musashi told them to tear into groups and search for someone. Musashi and Kaizen went to the houses, and they were surprised that there were no fields and something to make food, but only things for metal minings. On the other side Goromaru asked Hikuro and Saihei about what they would do if Lemon had offered them something. Would they change their faith and start believing in Lemon? But they refused and were sad. They found the gunpowder, and they were standing and thought that Lemon had hidden in a mine, but they didn't know the way, and Musashi said that they needed someone who knew the way. Suddenly they saw a little girl who ran away, and they started following her. Suddenly Goromaru was sick and told Kaizen that it was his stuff. When Kaizen went inside the house there were dead bodies and he started praying. Sayo the little girl was peeking, and Kaizen told her to join him. She came out and sat with him. She was eating the food desperately because she had been hungry for a long time. Everyone was asking her different questions, but she wasn't answering them. Musashi asked her about who killed the dead bodies and if she would tell him he'd kill the killer. Suddenly a cold breeze made her scared and she said they were coming. Musashi made a plan, and he took Goromaru and Hikuro with him and started fighting with the demonic humans. Kaizen thought that he had to get the gauntlet prepared, and Musashi asked for some time and told Goromaru and Hikuro to deal with them. Goromaru suddenly whistled and summoned his hawks, who started killing the possessed. Musashi was surprised to see Goromaru's skill. He told the new plan to Kaizen and Sahiai, and now he started fighting with the possessed ones and told Goromaru and Hikuro that he would manage, and they hid behind a tree. Musashi told them that he had a good piece of meat for them and showed them Sayo. She was scared, but he told her that he would protect her at any cost. They started coming after him and he took them into a house. When he succeeded in his plan, Musashi threw Sayo to Sahiai and Kaizen threw the gunpowder, and they burned the houses with teamwork. Suddenly Musashi noticed the gold there, and Sayo started telling them that they were mining it, and the Lord was after the gold. She also told them that the Lord had converted the villagers into monsters, and she knew the way they were hiding. Musashi said that they had to go back and get help, but when they went to the bridge it was broken. Sayo told them that she would lead now and would kill the one who had killed her grandparents. Now they were walking and were tired because it was difficult for them to walk in the mountains. Musashi was also losing his stamina, but Kaizen was okay, and on Sahiai's asking he told him that he was used to it. Now they decided to rest, and everyone was sick, but Sahiai was also okay because he was also used to it. They were just disappointed about the food, and Sayo gave Sahiai a rabbit which she killed while walking, and because Kaizen was the monk so he can't eat the meat, so she gave him some herbs. They were all pleased, and when Musashi thanked her, she said that she would lead them and it was her responsibility. Goromaru also teased Musashi about his fear of heights. Now the hawks were eating the worms, and Goromaru was telling Sayo that they were very special for him because he had grown them up. They shared the sad stories and Goromaru whistled the hawks, and they started flying and they were watching them. Sahiai told Musashi that they were out of water and Sayo showed them the way to the river. Kaizen was praying for the rabbit and Sayo sat with him. Now they stood up and went to the river, but Sayo wasn't confirmed about it because things were different for her now. Suddenly a cold breeze pushed her and she fell. They took out the swords and they got attacked by the monsters. Now everyone was fighting because they had stamina. Sayo told Sahiai that the woods had been changed and broken, that's why she got the wrong destination. Finally, they had killed all the monsters and now they were tired. Goromaru was talking with Hikuro that he had set his mind to killing Lemon, and suddenly his hawk tried to save him, but he got attacked. His hawk was also in bad condition. A weird voice was talking with them, and suddenly a man with great speed took Sayo with him. Musashi tried to follow, but the voice told him where they would meet tomorrow, and now they were sad about Goromaru's death. Everyone was concerned about the voice and Musashi found it familiar. Kaizen told them that the days were few left to return the gauntlet, and everyone told him that he had to show some sympathy because they had to kill the killers. But Kaizen was a little determined. Hikuro got angry and started fighting, but Musashi told them to relax and store their stamina. Now Musashi went out and he started practicing his swordsmanship. Everyone was staring at him, and he was just lost in his practice till the day came out. On the other side, Sayo was with the kidnappers, and they were threatening her because they told her they would kill her tomorrow. What will happen next in this story? Subscribe to the channel for the latest updates.